2-day Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Professional Training Program. Professional training by URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. Our training format is live online, corporate in-house training, training status professional, non-accredited training. We also provided accredited training also. For that also people may contact us or corporates may contact us. Means we provide both accredited and non-accredited training for Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. Our email ID is info@urgsiso.com. Our mobile number is +91 7359458455. This is our WhatsApp number also. We are 24/7 available on WhatsApp. Please first contact us through WhatsApp for any query. Welcome to URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. In today's competitive business environment, organizations are continuously looking for ways to reduce defects, minimize waste, improve productivity, control costs, and increase customer satisfaction. But achieving sustainable improvement requires more than simply identifying problems. Organizations need a structured, data-driven methodology for understanding problems, identifying their root causes, implementing effective solutions, and maintaining the improvements. This is where Lean Six Sigma becomes highly valuable. In today's video, we are introducing the 2-day Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Professional Training Program by URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. The program has been designed specifically for working professionals who want practical exposure to Lean Six Sigma principles, DMAIC methodology, and process improvement tools, but may not be able to commit to a long duration program. The training focuses on the 5 DMAIC phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. DMAIC is a widely used data-driven improvement framework, while Lean principles focus strongly on identifying and reducing waste and improving process efficiency. So let us understand what this intensive 2-day program offers. Section 1. Why Lean Six Sigma? Let's start with a simple question. Why do organizations need Lean Six Sigma? Imagine a manufacturing company experiencing high rejection rates, excessive rework, customer complaints, long production cycles, machine downtime, high inventory, supplier problems, process variations, or inconsistent product quality. Simply telling employees to work harder does not solve these problems. The organization needs to understand what is happening, how frequently is it happening, why is it happening, what is causing the problem, which solution will provide the greatest improvement, and most importantly, how can the improvement be sustained. Lean Six Sigma provides a structured approach to answering these questions. Lean focuses strongly on waste, flow, and value, while Six Sigma focuses on variation, defects, and data-driven problem solving. Together, Lean Six Sigma provides a powerful framework for process improvement. The objective is not merely to improve a process temporarily. The objective is to create measurable and sustainable improvement. Now Section 2. Who should attend? The URGS 2-day Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Professional Training Program is suitable for professionals working across many functions. This includes quality engineers, production engineers, manufacturing engineers, process engineers, QA and QC professionals, continuous improvement professionals, operation managers, plant managers, maintenance engineers, supplier quality engineers, project engineers, supply chain professionals, supervisors, team leaders, and professionals interested in structured process improvement. The program can be particularly useful for organizations involved in manufacturing, automotive, engineering, steel, fabrication, construction, oil and gas, power, pharmaceuticals, food processing, logistics, healthcare, and service industries. The methodology can be applied across different sectors because the fundamental objective remains the same: improve the process and create measurable value. Now section 3 about the URGS 2-day program. URGS has designed this program as an intensive 2-day professional training course. The suggested timing is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. IST. It can be delivered through live online training or customized for corporate and in-house requirements. The program is intentionally concise. Why? Because many working professionals cannot attend 4, 5 or 10 days programs. Organizations want their employees to learn improvement tools without taking them away from their regular responsibilities for an extended period. Therefore, URGS has structured this program around the most important concepts and practical tools. Day 1 focuses primarily on Lean Six Sigma fundamentals, lean tools, define and measure. Day 2 focuses primarily on analyze, improve, control, and practical applications. The program is designed as professional, non-accredited training. This distinction is important. It is a URGS professional training program and should not be represented as an external accredited certification. Day 1 Lean Six Sigma Foundation. Let's begin with Day 1. The first module introduces the fundamentals of Lean Six Sigma. Participants learn what is Lean, what is Six Sigma, how Lean and Six Sigma complement each other, what is process improvement, why do organizations experience variation, what is waste, and how can improvement projects be structured. We then introduce the DMAIC methodology. DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. This 5-phase structure provides a logical sequence for solving an existing process problem. ASQ also describes DMAIC as the Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, Control process used as a data-driven quality strategy. The important point is that DMAIC is not simply 5 words. Each phase has a specific purpose. In Define, we understand the problem. In Measure, we establish the current performance. In Analyze, we identify the important causes. In Improve, we develop and implement solutions. And in Control, we make sure the improvement continues. Now learn principles and waste. Next, we introduce lean principles. Lean principles and waste. So what is this? This is one of the most important lean concepts is waste elimination. Participants learn about the traditional categories of waste, commonly remembered through the acronym downtime, defect, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. Consider a simple example. An operator spends 10 minutes searching for a tool before starting a job. The activity does not add value to the product. Or consider a production line where components wait for several hours between operations. Again, the customer is not paying for that waiting time. Lean encourages organizations to identify such activities and determine how they can be reduced or eliminated. The program introduces practical lean tools such as 5S, Kaizen, visual management, standardized work, and Pokayok. The objective is to help participants recognize opportunities for improvement in their own workplace. Now define phase. We then move into the first DMAIC phase, define. A common mistake in improvement projects is starting with a solution before clearly defining the problem. For example, we need a new machine, we need more employees, we need better inspection, we need new software. But are these really the solutions? Before declining that, we need to understand the actual problem. In define phase, participants learn about voice of customer, customer requirements, critical to quality, problem statement. goal statement, project scope, stakeholders, project charter, and CPOC. CPOC stands for suppliers, inputs, process, outputs, and customers. It provides a high-level view of the process. The project charter helps establish what the project is trying to accomplish, why it is important, what is included, and what is outside the scope. Now, practical exercise. Define. The program includes a practical exercise. Participants can develop a simplified Lean Six Sigma project charter and CPOC based on an industrial problem. For example, reducing production rejection, reducing customer complaints, reducing cycle time, reducing rework, or improving delivery performance. The exercise helps participants connect the methodology with real workplace situations. Now, measure phase. After define comes measure. This is one of the most important phases. We can effectively improve what we do not properly measure. Participants learn about data types, data collection, sampling, process metrics, defects, defect opportunities, DPMO, first pass yield, process yield, cycle time, and lead time. We also introduce basic statistical concepts including mean, median, mode, range, standard deviation, and variation. The objective is not to turn every participant into a statistician. The objective is to help professionals understand their process data and make better decisions. Then, data visualization. Participants are introduced to practical data visualization tools. These include Pareto charts, histograms, run charts, and box plots. Why are these tools important? Because raw numbers can sometimes hide the real problem. A Pareto chart may show that 80% of defects are associated with only a few defect categories. A histogram can help us understand the distribution of process data. A run chart can help identify trends over time. These simple tools can provide valuable information about more advanced statistical analysis is performed. Means these are simple tools but can provide valuable information before more advanced statistical analysis is performed. Now, process capability. Day 1 also introduces process capability. Participants learn the concepts of specification limits, control limits, CP and CPK. We explain the difference between what the customer requires, what the process is actually capable of producing. This helps professionals understand whether a process is stable and capable of consistently meeting requirements. And with that, day 1 concludes with a strong foundation in lean principles, DMAIC, define, measure, data collection, basic statistics, and process capability. Now, day 2. Let us see what we will study in day 2. Analyze, improve, and control. Day 2 begins with the third DMAIC phase, analyze. This is where we move from what is happening to why is it happening. The objective is to identify the root causes of the problem. Root cause analysis. Participants learned practical root cause analysis techniques including 5 why analysis, fishbone or Ishikawa diagram, cause and effect matrix, and Pareto analysis. Let's take a simple example. Suppose a manufacturing company has a high rejection rate. The first question might be, why are products being rejected? Because of dimensional variation. Why is there dimensional variation? Because the process is unstable. Why is the process unstable? Because process parameters are fluctuating. Why are the parameters fluctuating? Because the control method is inadequate. Why is the control method inadequate? Because the process monitoring system was never properly established. The objective of 5 why analysis is to move beyond symptoms and investigate deeper causes. Participants learn about FMEA, failure mode effective analysis, which helps organizations systematically consider potential failure modes, their effects, causes, and risks. Statistical analysis overview. The course also provides an overview of selected statistical analysis concepts. These include correlation, regression, hypothesis testing, null and alternative hypothesis, and p-value concepts. The emphasis is on understanding when these tools may be useful and how their results can support decision making. The course is not designed to replace an advanced statistic program. Instead, it gives professional a practical foundation for understanding data-driven improvement. Improve phase. Once the important causes have been identified, we move to improve. This is where teams develop solutions. Participants learn about brainstorming, kaizen, waste elimination, pokayok, process simplification, bottleneck reduction, cycle time reduction, workflow improvement, and solution prioritization. A good improvement solution should not simply sound attractive. It should address the confirmed cause. This is a critical Lean Six Sigma principle. If the root cause is incorrect, even an expensive improvement may fail. Therefore, the relationship should be problem to data, to root cause, to solution, to verification. Now, control phase. After improvement comes the final DMAIC phase, control. This is where many improvement initiatives fail. Imagine a company reduces rejection by 30%. Everyone celebrates, but 6 months later rejection returns to its previous level. What happened? The improvement was not sustained. Control is therefore essential. Participants learn about control plans, standard operating procedures, standardized work, SPC, control charts, visual management, process monitoring, reaction plans, and sustaining process gains. The objective is to ensure that the improved process remains improved. ESQ's Green Belt framework similarly emphasizes applying DMAIC, lean practices, process data, and statistical tools to improve and sustain process performance. Integrated case study. The final major component of the program is an integrated industrial case study. Participants can work through a simplified improvement project from beginning to end. For example, a manufacturing company is experiencing a high rejection rate. So first we clearly define the rejection problem and project objective. Second measure, we correct data and establish the baseline. Third, analyze. We use Pareto, Fishbone, 5Y, and other tools to identify the major causes. Fourth, improve. We develop and implement targeted solutions. And finally, control. We establish monitoring mechanism, standardization, and a control plan. This is the essence of Lean Six Sigma. It is not simply about knowing individual tools. It is about knowing when and how to use the right tool to solve the right problem. Now, final assessment. The program concludes with a knowledge assessment and practical review. Participants can be evaluated on Lean Six Sigma fundamentals, DMAIC, Lean tools, problem definition, data analysis, root cause analysis, improvement techniques, and control methodology. The assessment helps reinforce the learning achieved during the 2-day program. Now, who should choose this program? This program is particularly suitable for organizations that want a short, practical, and cost-effective Lean Six Sigma introduction for their employees. It is ideal when delegates cannot commit to lengthy Green Belt programs. For professionals seeking deeper statistical training, software-based analysis, extensive project work, or an external certification examination, a longer specialized program would be more appropriate. For example, formal Green Belt programs offered by organizations such as ASQ can involve substantially more training time and project/statistical content than a 2-day introductory professional program. Therefore, URGS positions this course transparently as a 2-day professional, non-accredited Lean Six Sigma Green Belt training program. Now, URGS call to action. So, if your organization wants to develop a culture of continuous improvement, waste reduction, defect reduction, cost reduction, process optimization, and data-driven problem solving, then Lean Six Sigma can provide a valuable framework. URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited can provide this 2-day Lean Six Sigma Green Belt professional training program through live online training and customized corporate or in-house programs. For corporate training inquiries, customized programs, and professional training support, contact URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. Our email ID is info@urgsiso.com. Our mobile number is +91 7359458455. Thank you for watching. For more professional content on quality management, Lean Six Sigma, ISO standards, certification, inspection, auditing, and industrial training, subscribe to our channel and follow URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited, building competence, improving processes, supporting organizational excellence. Thank you.